Today, we're going to look at the 5 things you need to know about the HydroCore bag. First things first, let's address the whale in the room. 1, it may seem kind of like a gimmick, but this isn't simply a weight that you shake. No. Well, yes, sometimes. Let's take a look at the history. The HydroCore bag was inspired by the Bulgarian bag. The Bulgarian bag was a tool that was created in the mid-2000s by Bulgarian Olympic athlete Ivan Ivanov. The inventor of the HydroCore bag is Maurizio Tangari. And Maurizio had been such a huge fan of the Bulgarian bag that he started training with it, training his clients with it, and traveling with it. But it was so cumbersome to travel with that he wanted to find a more effective way of being able to take this tool with him without having to carry the weight of what that required. He eventually came to water, because wherever you're at, you can turn a tap on, you can fill it with water. You can empty the water, you can pack it in your bag, ready to go. And through the ups and downs of invention and trying to figure out where the sweet spot was, the HydroCore bag ended up here at Onnit. And Onnit doesn't look at quick gimmicky grabs. We look at possibilities for growth for all of us. And that's where the HydroCore bag continues to have a place here as we continue to work to bring its benefits to all of you. Second thing you need to know about training with the HydroCore bag is it builds rock-solid stability. When you move to an end range. And when you get to that end range, there is the absorption of force through your muscles and your connective tissue. What happens with a bag that is filled with water and has space to move is it continues to move beyond what you just did. So I have the bag and I've moved across and I've gone to my end range, expressed my power, and that water keeps moving. It is then going to impact the bag itself and cause a secondary force that you need to stabilize to. So you build better reactive stability, you minimize your potential for injury, which means higher quality movement, higher quality of life, higher quality engagement with the things that you love to do, with less potential of injury and greater opportunity for performance. The third thing you need to know is it improves technique. It's really difficult honing in on where you are in space without an outside eye on you, the eye of a coach. The HydroCore bag with the water provides 2 additional pieces using 2 of our senses that actually acts as a built-in feedback mechanism. There's feel and there's sound. If your technique is off, if you're out of rhythm or out of sync with that water, it's going to feel really awkward. Over time, rep after rep, you start to feel the efficient movement of water within the bag, giving you input and insight into actually you moving better. And the other is the sound. The constant sound of the water moving, when you're out of rhythm, when you're out of sync, you'll hear it. It sloshes differently than when you're really locked in. When you're really tight and the movement and the technique is really on point, then the water pops. So improving technique is a huge benefit of what the bag has to offer simply by training with it. Number 4 is the development of strength and power. Now, you may look at a HydroCore bag and think with that amount of water in there, you know what, this isn't really that heavy. How am I really going to develop strength? When you're working with the HydroCore bag with that reactive stability going on and the movement of the water, you're actually reinforcing that ongoing connectivity from joint to joint to joint. And then as you improve on technique, it puts you in better positions to be able to handle more load. And from that, power. When you're moving that bag and making that water explode, that is the expression of power through your body. Direct and redirect force back and forth in an explosive manner. Number 5 is it's fun, baby. It stimulates the nervous system in a positive way, and moving with the bag, getting in there and being able to find different ranges of motions and different ways in which you can make that water explode and shift and adjust and up and down and making shapes, and the sound that it creates. Sometimes it's nice to just get loud. You can hold the bag itself. There's multiple handles and different ways to go about training with it, putting it in different positions, seeing what you can create out of that experience. It just makes it a whole lot of fun. And those are the 5 things you need to know about training with the HydroCore bag. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe. Let us know in the comments below what you'd like us to cover more in the future. And if you want to dive in and have a step-by-step experience and program to learn how to actually train with the HydroCore bag, click right here and get your groove on.